welcome back to Poltergeist Board Games. Boy, do I have a great game to show you today. This is going to be a first look and also a game review of Wolfpack by Mike Bertucelli. And we'll be back in just a moment after a word about our sponsor. Today our sponsor is 3 Arrows Games. Go there for all your gaming supplies, sleeves, dice, dice towers, you name it, they have it. If they don't have it, they'll order it for you. You go there for your tournaments for Star Wars, Lorcana, Magic, and just a great bunch of people at 3 Arrows Games, Carson City, Nevada. So stop in, say hi. You can also order online, and you can use 10% off a 50 code GHOST that I will put on the screen. And you use that, you'll get 10% off 50. So thank you, 3 Arrows Games. And now back to our game review and look at Wolfpack by Mike Bertucelli. So first off, let me tell you my thoughts on this game. It's incredible. It's by far my favorite sub game that I played. I was hesitant to get it because I had played the Hunters series and kind of got a little burned out on sub games, and thought it would be like those games. And boy, was I wrong, and glad that I made this purchase. So let me show you around, and I'll first show you you have this playbook that is very detailed, and it shows you training scenarios, and just kind of like a step-by-step guide of how everything works, all the integral parts of the game. It's very detailed and has a lot of good pictures in it. And it is 24 pages with the back cover. Back cover has like a little patrol data chart. And then you get this massive rule book, 76 pages with the back cover. But this thing is great. I mean, look at you've got the page sections here, an index in the back. It's very well organized, and there's lots of examples in here. If you're on a certain step, like say ASW or say U-boat observation, you just go boom to that page and read everything you need to know about it. Player aids, wonderful player aids. There's early campaign setup, full campaign setup. Then you've got your patrol setup. So it's like a step-by-step guide. Tells you how to make your draw piles. And then you get into the, so this is end of patrol and return to base steps. And then you get into your normal charts that you're going to be using. So you have a whole sequence of play on chart A, and it's got a beautiful flow chart that's easy to use. It tells you the page numbers to reference, or the card number, card letter, but they're very, very easy to use, well thought out. And so you have like each step, you've got U-boat movement, and then you've got what's the next one? The attack map entry. You've got disengagement, exiting, anti-submarine warfare. You've got escort refit, damage effects. So it's got everything you need on these. They're great. My favorite thing about this game, though, right here, the depth. You can have your subs go down in depth, which I have not seen in a sub game. Also, there's crush depth. So when you get in this area here and below, you're within the crush depth. So if you have a lot of damage on you, you have to roll and see if you implode or not. So, I mean, that's something that I haven't ever seen before. You've got this neat approach track on the outside that you approach your convoy area before you attack. And then you come into the area through these entry points, and the convoy is always going to be, it's stationary, but when it moves, you're actually moving towards it. And so you can see I've sunk some convoy ships here. These are called general information markers. And so I've got torpedoes that are on the way to these ships here, over here. And you have these things you put out for spotting range when you do your calculation. And what it does is it uncovers the convoy area. So you see more ships. Some of them will be blanks. And then you have the cards. The cards are amazing because they do so much. You have a combat card. So on this combat card, there's a lot of information that's used. So on the outside, these are used to check the areas on the map where ASW searches would be. So if we go up to the top, this check mark here would be for this area up here. The one in the corner would be for that area there. So if you have a sub in that area, then you have to go through the search process. The battle deck, or let me finish with that card. Sorry. So then if you have someone that's using sonar, you're going to look, if you're in the early part of the campaign, if they acquire you and it's on a clear day or night and good weather, bad weather, and a check mark means that yes, they've got you, or an X means no, it's unsuccessful. This is if you try to evade, you can spend a tactical point to evade, and this says no, you did not evade successfully. If you need to pick a random number, it'll say, sometimes it'll say random number 2. So then it would be number 1 that you would choose. Instead of rolling a die, you pick these cards, and this would be the number. This is for depth charging. So this would say that no, they're not depth charging. This is for radar use, and this is for visual. So a lot of information on just this one card. So you have a whole deck of those, and then you have angle deck. In the angle deck, what you do is you place this when you have your torpedoes going in. You draw 2 of these, and they go over like this. And so whichever way your torpedo's going, you're going to get the modifier plus whatever modifier is here for the size ship that you are going after. So it's a really neat system to use. ASW attack. So on this, this will tell you what, so if you're if they have contact on you, if they've lost contact once and twice, and this tells you how far down you are, and then what kind of damage you've sustained. So light damage, heavy, and then what you would do is go to your Detonation Damage Deck, and this would tell you what kind of damage. So if it was light, you're going to take a hit you're going to take 1 flooding here, and then this would be torpedo tube number 4. gets damaged, light damage on it, so then you would put it on your card. And then medium and heavy damage here. And then when you're attacking, you use this side. So this would be, if you used a G7A torpedo, that would be a hit there. If you did not, if you used a G7E, that would be not a hit. And then that's in the early years. This is in late. And then ship damage. So this would be no damage. This would be sunk and sunk. And then there's, I think, damaged. Let's see, sunk, yeah, the damaged here. Have to excuse my dogs, they're playing under me, under the table here. Okay, and then you have your patrol deck. And this is used, this will tell you how many starting torpedoes you have. You start with a type 7, and then they'll tell you that you're gonna have 11 torpedoes to start with. Your patrol event, when you first go out on patrol, it's like a transit time. So it'll tell you if it's uneventful or if you take damage, you sunk a ship, something like that. And then on the way back, it's the same thing, your transit back. It'll say something like, you were attacked, medium wound to 1 crew. And then you roll or draw a card to find out who on your crew is damaged. U-boat starting, so you would start your U-boat in that corner up there. So a lot of information packed on these cards, which is really cool. Also, I saw they had a shuffle card. It was like, written on the card, say shuffle. So when you get to this point, shuffle the card, all the cards, which I thought was very clever. Let me show you the player boards. So the player boards, you have 4 for the 4 subs that you can take out at a time. So you can see here, we sunk a small convoy ship for 3,000 tons. We got 2 victory points for it. You have your different things that you're gonna be tracking. So if you get hit and gas leaks, you have different levels here. Same with the fire, flooding. This little thing, the 3 members here, means that 3 people can work on the flooding, and it's these 3 here. The alarm thing shouldn't be there. And then these are your tactical points that you have that you can spend to like evade and other things throughout the game. These informational markers tell you how many torpedoes you have left. So I have 3 for here, and I have 2 for here. I have 1 torpedo round to go before I can load the torpedoes again. And then this tells me the calculation that is being used for the 2 torpedoes that are out on the board. So they're going to get a -1 and a 0 die roll modifier. Then you have your operational running or silent running. Flip the card over with the time counter. And you have silent running. Then you have your crew. And so you see the little number, that 10. If you roll the 10, that would affect the captain. A 1 would affect your first warrant officer, and so forth. 2, 3, 4 to 5, 6 to 7, 8 to 9. So they're all represented there. And that is the player board. These are the tokens to use. You go around the track and work your way inside to the convoy, and then you're going to go after the convoys. Once you hit round 8, you can start to go onto the attack map. As you can see, I'm on round 13, and we have 6 victory points so far. So anyway, you have your convoy speed up here, your weather, and your time of day there as other markers. So that is the game in a nutshell. And like I said, this is a superb game. Mike did an excellent job at creating this game, and I give this game a 5 out of 5 because it's the best sub game I've played yet. So great job, Mike, and I look forward to any other titles you have coming out. I will definitely buy because you did some really great work. The rule book is excellent. Just a very good quality game. Counters are great. Cards are great. Just I can't say enough about it. It's very fun to play. I think you guys will enjoy it a lot. So please give it a try and try to buy it if you can. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you.